what is the one thing that inspires your man to pursue you, to provide this need that you have, this desire that you have to be dated? Do you want to know the best way to get your husband to date you? Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a feminine energy life coach, and on this channel, I hope to empower women so that they feel their most authentic self, so that they can step into the version of themselves that creates this reality that they so desire. I started this thing in my video last week where I share the energy astrologically and numerologically for this week ahead so that you can be better prepared for how to integrate the information that I will share with you. And then after I share the quick forecast, I will then go into how my topic connects to the energy of this week. So this week is a week 6, which is really cool because it connects to my topic perfectly. 6 is all about love and harmony and connection. And then astrologically, we have this energy of ease and flow. And what I got in a meditation was just that the energy is going to be very floaty, like how you feel in a bathtub or in a pool. The energy is just going to feel like you're floating. So it's a great time to ease into the holidays and create space for deeper connections. It's not really a great time to overthink things or to force outcomes. It's best to embrace the lightness of this energy and just flow with it. So let love and ease lift you this week. Do you wish that your husband would date you how he did when you guys first met? The best way is not a communication hack or asking him in the right way necessarily. It's about becoming the version of you that inspires him to show up for you in that way. So why does being dated by your husband feel so important? Well, I think for me, I want to be seen and I want to be heard. And I think a lot of women do. And I think it also makes us feel more feminine and confident. I know that when we started doing regular dates every single week, I started to feel more confident and feminine and beautiful because I not only had a reason to dress up and go out, but I also felt like I had this genuine, authentic, uninterrupted time with my husband. And this is really important for women who have children, especially small children. This is the hardest time in your life, in your marriage, and a lot of times I would compare myself to couples without children or older couples who have older children and just wonder, what am I doing wrong? Why do I have such difficulty connecting with my husband? Simply just giving myself grace and knowing that this is a really hard time. Like, yes, there are things that I can implement and cultivate about myself that brings me closer to him and inspires him to want to provide and love me in the way that I need. But just giving myself the grace, knowing that having children is tough. And if you can invest some money to have a babysitter watch your children once a week or have a family member watch your children once a week, it's going to matter so much to the longevity and the connection and fun that you want with your spouse, with your partner. So what is the one thing that inspires your man to pursue you, to provide this need that you have, this desire that you have to be dated? I asked my husband, what is the one thing non-physically that attracts you to a woman and you just can't look away from? And he said confidence. When I think about that, I think about all the times that I was confident or that I've seen other women be confident, and it is a magnetic energy. It is feminine. It inspires other people, inspires men to want to have and to provide. So in order to set the tone for this attractive quality in you, you want to cultivate confidence. I have 4 easy tips that will help you cultivate this. The first one is self-worth. Do you feel confident and beautiful in who you are? When I started taking care of myself by exercising, getting enough rest, eating the right foods, doing my hair and my makeup, and getting dressed on a regular basis, I started to develop this confidence in me because I felt like I was investing in myself enough where I felt worthy of these beautiful things, of feeling beautiful and such. This also comes with meditation and affirmations. I notice almost a 360 turnaround when I start affirming myself on a regular basis. When I start filling myself up with words of love and confidence and good things, I then become those things. I think a lot of times, especially in our day and age where we are looking at other people and thinking, we'll never get to that place. They're just so great on social media. And I can never get there. And we just subliminally give ourselves these messages that we're not good enough. But in reality, we are so beautiful. We are so wonderful. We have so much to offer the world. And it just takes us believing that we are. It just takes us affirming that we are these things. And I have this list that I can include down below in the description that I read to myself every morning. And it's I am statements. Things like I'm confident, I am beautiful, I am fulfilled, I am balanced, I am successful, I am worthy. And when I do those on a regular basis, I notice a huge difference. And when I start to feel down and I start to feel like, who am I becoming? What's going on? Why am I not the vibrant self that I was last week or last month? And then I realize, oh, it's because I haven't been filling my cup. I haven't been filling myself up with the things that I want to become. Your mind is so powerful. Just remembering this and affirming yourself every day is going to be such a huge tactic to providing this self-worth that will give you the confidence that you desire. Tip number 2, create space for your man to provide for you and for you to be in a receptive place to receive the provision that he wants to give you. A lot of times, if we want our man to provide for us, but we're not in a receptive place, if we're not willing to receive his love and small actions of affection, then it's going to convey a message that he's not good enough. And we don't want that, because that is the biggest wound of the masculine, is to feel like they're not good enough. So we want to build them up and make them feel like they are good enough, that they are the provider that we need. And how we do this, how we create space, is we understand that men have a one-track mind, and when they're focused on something, that's the only thing they're focused on. And so when they come home from work or when they're working on a project, we have to understand that if we want to have a conversation with them, if we want to express to them that we want to be dated by them, or we want to start implementing regular dates, then we need to give them space and time. So maybe quickly saying, I need to have a conversation with you about our relationship. And you're not in trouble. It's just something I'd like to work on, or something I'd like to implement on a regular basis. And then after that's communicated to him, just give him space and time to figure out when he can give you his full attention, because he can only focus on one thing at a time. Tip number 3, your presence and demeanor are more powerful than any communication hack you can implement. A few years ago, when I wanted my husband to start dating me, I went about it the wrong way. But long story short, when he would take me out on dates, I would not be grateful. I would kind of complain, and I would just put out this energy that was just not pleasant at all to be around. And he stopped taking me on dates. If he is providing something, he wants to feel gratitude and appreciation for what he's doing for you. Our energy and our demeanor is going to communicate that to him, whether we like it or not. And what my energy was communicating to him was that I wasn't thankful for what he was doing for me. And it communicated that this is not something that we can keep doing. And he even said that. He's like, we're not going on dates for a while. There's a lot that I needed to work on myself And there was a lot that we needed to work on together in order to come to a better place, which we have. And now it's beautiful and it's wonderful. And I want the same for you. Tip number 4, make it easy for him. Maybe suggest when is a good time and where, and maybe small reminders, but never nagging. Never saying, are you going to take me on a date? Or when are you going to take me on a date? When you have that time with him to sit down and talk about your need, you want to communicate to him what dating you actually provides you. Because if he's a provider man, he will want to step into that role and provide for you. If it provides you being seen, heard, and valued, of course he's going to want you to feel that way, even if it might seem silly to him. If it provides something for you and he's a provider man, he will 100% want to do that. So after you've had that conversation, a great way to make it a regular thing is by setting up a regular day in the week where you set aside that time to book the babysitter, and where you both understand that this is your time, this is your day. And another great way to make it easy on him is suggesting places to go, but never take control. Let him provide, let him take charge. So with that being said, embrace this floaty energy of the week. Let go of overthinking and overmanaging. This is an easy tactic. You might have to repeat it a few times before you get it, before you understand how this works. But it is easy, it is simple. So this week, just focus on creating ease and playfulness in your relationship. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments how this goes for you. And if this resonated with you, please don't forget to like this video and share it with a friend who might need a little bit extra inspiration in their relationship. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.